All right, and welcome into the return of daily episodes here at Keep It About Ball. Scores and stories from the night before, daily injury report, and many relevant stories. Any relevant stories, I should say, but probably many relevant stories too. I'll probably occasionally throw in some non ball stories too, just relevant things I find funny or interesting. Before I get into the MLB slate from tonight, from Tuesday, please don't forget to go like, subscribe, comment, leave a good review, all that good stuff. We are live, or I am live on YouTube right now, so make sure you're subscribed over there. I'd really like to grow the show back to where it was. We lost a bunch of listeners since last time I did daily shows, and that's my fault. That's obviously not their fault, but I would really like to get it past and beyond that point. With that said, let me go ahead and get this screen sharing with you guys, and we will go ahead and get into tonight's baseball slate. So, pretty packed slate. The Yankees beat the Orioles 3-1. Pirates take care of the Tigers 4-1. Phillies beat the Marlins 6-4. Guardians beat the Giants 8-1. Cardinals beat the Reds 3-0. That NL Central is quite the battle. Uh, the Blue Jays beat the Rays 10-5. The Red Sox beat the Diamondbacks 9-4. The Padres beat the Mets 5-2. Fernando Tatis had 2 home runs and stole a home run in that game. Royals get a dub over the Athletics 4-3. Garbage beats garbage. And then the Brewers 22-0. That's a football score, bro. Everybody on the Brewers got a hit except for Bryce Terang, who got 2 walks. So he still got on base twice. And the 4 errors, they scored 9 runs in the bottom of the eighth, just teeing off on some position player who was in there trying to eat up some innings for the bullpen. But no, he got fucked on, dude. He was probably hating his life. Like career pitching stats, about to have like a 27 ERA. Like, bless his heart. Okay, so let's keep going with the rest of these scores. Twins beat the Braves 4-1. Cubs beat the White Sox 4-3. Rangers beat the Nationals 5-0. The Angels beat the Astros 3-1, and the Dodgers take care of the Rockies 7-6. I saw an article or a headline or something some the other day. It was like, "Are the Dodgers panicking?" Blah 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 blah. Like, no, they're they're up like 8 games. Like, what are you talking about? They're up 8 games in the division. They play for October. Like, no, like LA, they are not worried at all. Fuck them. I hope they are, but they're not. Quick look at the standings. Tampa Bay still up 5 on the Yankees in the East. White Sox. Gosh, I did not realize they were even winning the division. Gosh, that shows you how much I've been paying attention. Are up 4 on the Twins. Guardians and Tigers right behind at 4.5 back. In the West, Houston leads. The Rangers are 1 back. Seattle is 4 back. Hey, and after tonight's win, the Angels they're only 1 game or 13 games back. Excuse me. I bet they wish they were only 1 game back. In the National League, the Braves are up in the East over the Phillies, 5.5 games. In the Central, the Brewers are up over the Cubs, 4.5. I guess it's mostly just those 2 guys right now competing those 2 teams, and then just the other ones are just they're in on the wild card, they're in that race and stuff, so it's just competitive. We'll get to that in a second. Um, and then in the West, like I said, the Dodgers up 8, Arizona's 10 back, and then San Francisco's 24 back and Colorado's 25.5 back. So I don't really think panicking is probably the word I would use to describe the Dodgers right now. Over in the wild card spot, though, excuse me, let me just walk that on over there. It should have been there already. The Yankees are leading the wild card by 8.5. Red Sox have the next spot by 6 games, and the Rangers have the last wild card spot. Twins and Blue Jays both just a half game back. The Guardians, the Orioles, and the Tigers all a game back, and the Mariners 3 games back. Uh, of all those teams I just said, the Red Sox are the last one over 500. Um, gosh, it's very competitive, but gosh, this is kind of competitive with some pretty dookie ass teams, to be totally honest. Over in the NL wild card, the Cubs up in the lead spot 6 games. Phillies up in the next spot 1 game. Padres a game back right there in the last spot. And then I guess I'm not a game back there in the last spot. The Diamondbacks are 2 out. The Cardinals 3 out. Miami 4. Pittsburgh 6.5. Cincinnati 7.5. And the Nationals 8. Okay, moving over to the NFL, the Saints and the Cowboys got pretty heated today in a joint practice. Dudes were throwing punches, dudes were getting suplexed. Sadly, they don't play this year, so we're not going to get to see that in game, which would be pretty sweet. Prime time. I know I'd like to see that. I don't know about you guys. Uh, so
In game, which would be pretty sweet. Prime time. I don't know.
a little echo there. You gotta love that. Uh, checking my own live feed to see if anyone's watching. No one is. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. Next, the Giants signed Najee Harris, who's still recovering from an Achilles. I'm not sure when he's supposed to return. He suffered it in week 3, so he could be getting close. I've been hearing a lot about good and bad Achilles tears lately, though, so maybe he has one of the bad ones if he's still got a decent bit of recovery time. I do think, though, if he's relatively healthy early enough, he could probably carve out a role halfway through the season that that's not fantasy relevant, but is annoying for fantasy managers in the way that takes Tyrone Chase from being like a low end flex option for some people to probably just not really playable and probably makes him just like not even worth rostering for a lot of people, except for maybe potentially a handcuff scenario. But I think a lot of people would probably assume it would go to a split if Najee's healthy. And then for Cam, I mean, he's obviously still going to be the lead guy, but it's just another body to take him off the field for 4 or 5 plays a game, and that's not what we want for fantasy or an on the field product, but especially for fantasy when you're trying to you want that guy on the field as much as possible. So it just kind of feels gross. Najee Harris is usually kind of frustrating for fantasy managers, so hopefully for his sake he's healthy and he's good to go soon, but hopefully he's like I don't know somewhere else or on the practice squad. I don't know, minding his own business somewhere else. I don't know, not bothering us in the fantasy industry or fantasy world, not fantasy industry. So we're gonna go over to the injury report because that's basically the rest of the news, especially these days anymore. That's all it really ever is. It's just injury, injury, injury. Uh, so I'm gonna try to go the last. I'm gonna go since like August 15th and catch the pod up a little bit since we're just getting back in, and just yeah, look at all the injuries since then. Uh, August 15th. We're starting with the Cardinals here. This would have been 3 days ago. Josh Sweat and James Conner both listed on there. For Josh Sweat, it says he could return for the active pup list as soon as this week. Head coach Mike LaFleur said Saturday that there is no timeline for Connor Foot to participate in 11 on 11 drills. So that's not, well, I mean, it kind of depends on how you're looking at it, honestly. That could be for the best for us. Uh, I don't know. That whole backfield just feels so fucking gross, honestly. Um, just really, really gross. Moving on to the Falcons. Uh, just yesterday, uh, well, I suppose it'll be 2 days ago now by the time this is probably being heard. Xavier Watts, Bo Collins, and Michael Penix Jr. all on there. For Michael Penix Jr., Kevin Stefanski said Monday that he will remain limited, taking part in 7-on-7 drills and during practice this week. This is all per ESPN. If you're watching, you can see that right now. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, which has been a real blessing. I like being able to do that now that we're finally able to do that on the pod. The Panthers, Darren Waller, did not practice Monday after signing with them. He's listed as questionable. I'm going to guess that's him just not practicing yet. Um, he probably won't practice super hard and do a ton of stuff. He's probably just going to kind of walk in and do whatever. Over for the Bears, Ozzy Trapulio, I'm not sure how to say his name, defensive end, and Kyler Gordon, all on the injury report there. Ozzy and Kyler both listed as out. It says Ozzy just returned to practice Sunday, so he's getting there. He's getting there. And Gordon's timeline to return to practice is currently unknown. Let's see. For the Browns, a couple days ago, Kingsley Egakuon, that's a center. I'm not too sure. Uh, but it says he played, so I'm not sure why he's on there. Dallas got PJ Locke, Johnny Cornelius. Got a lot of different names in the NFL lately. See if we got anyone else of note here. Oh, my man, Sion Vayaki. Oh, no. The real handcuff. Okay. Jordan Riley for the Packers. Okay. Texans. Unsure if D'Amico Ryans is unsure if Tank Dell will play during the Texans preseason slate. Reported out of Houston. So, man, he might play this year. I don't know what that's going to be worth, but feels like it's going to be a make-a-wish thing, though. Although we were all pretty low in Jonathan Brooks at 1.2 and thought his knee was going to be toast forever, and I guess he's back now. At least for now. Alec Pierce still on the injury report. Doesn't expect him to return to practice or the preseason anytime soon, or does not have a timeline for it. He's missed all training camp so far, so that's pretty rough. A lot of people were pretty high on him. Okay, Xavier Worthy is on the injury report. Participated in 7-on-7 drills. Patrick Mahomes was on the injury report, I guess, last week. I did not notice that. Oh, he is just out for the game. He's not actually hurt. Let's see. Anything else notable? Says Chris Bell here for the Dolphins is slated to increase his practice involvement on Tuesday. That would have been today, so I haven't seen anything on if he did practice or not. So I would assume he's probably practicing today at worst. Myles Garrett was on the injury report. So Sean McVay said that he did not participate in practice this week. I'm not sure what that means. That might be worth looking into. Let's see. Carlton Davis is on the injury report. Was a full participant in Saturday's practice. That's good to hear. Okay, that's from a while back. Okay, that looks to be most of the recent stuff. Yeah, and I think any other injuries everyone else here probably knows about. So we can move off the injuries and consider it pretty caught up today. And from now on, I'll just report any new ones that come out. So I do believe that is it for tonight. One more time, guys, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a good review. Please check the affiliate links. Use promo code CBR12 at checkout. Save yourself a few bucks. Help us save a few bucks and help fund growing the show. If you're watching, which nobody is, but if you go back and watch it later, you'll see on screen here we got Chill Boys comfort clothes. I'm not sure. I know they sell boxers, they sell socks, shit like that. Hall of Famer John Randall is their main face for advertising and stuff. You can see him on the screen right now. We'll scroll up and look at some of their designs right here. I mean, these are some cool boxers, and that's as much as you'd pay for some American Eagles or something. I mean, it's like buying a pair of branded boxers. It's $30. I mean, not crazy. If you do go to the website, though, the first time you go there, it will offer you a first-time discount for 15%, and I'm pretty sure you can combine that with the promo code CBR12, and then you're getting like 30% off, and you're getting a pretty good deal. Over here, we got Old Glory, all sorts of stuff over here, all sorts of bands, like you guys see the selection right there. And I'll always be straightforward about this shit. And like you see right there, is a lot of this stuff pretty nice? Yeah, but is all of it like officially licensed? Blah blah blah, this and that. No, like let's go take a look at I was just looking at my Patriots the other day. And they had a decent little mix. A lot of it's like some classic gear. Like obviously you got the legit logo. It's not missing anything you can see here. It's on that design right there. Some of it's just older merch and some of it is fan made stuff, but it's not very pricey. And you know what? Reebok doesn't need any more of your fucking money, to be totally honest. Oop, thank God there's no porn back there. um, Jeez. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really do that. Very often. I really like I feel like the baseball stuff is all very cool. A lot of cool Red Sox stuff in here. If you go and look at the last video, I was wearing a Red Sox shirt, very cool. And like that one looks really sick right there. And this is all like, I mean, that's the logo. It's not like some cheap knockoff, and it's gonna you get it and it's not what it is. I bought a couple shirts from here and I'm very happy with them. They showed up looking great and everything. And it's not just clothes and other stuff. They got all sorts of stuff, like stuff to hang on the walls, cool glasses for, drinking your beer out of, all sorts of shit. This shirt right here on the right is the one I got. So check it out. They got your team. They got all sorts of stuff on there, all sorts of brands and whatever. And then also here, if you're a working man like me, you're going to need a good pair of work gloves. And I've actually had a couple pairs of these. I bought a couple pairs, and they're very good. And see, like right here, you sign up, you get 10% off when you join this. Use promo code ZBR12. I'm pretty sure that combines you for like 25% off. You buy like 3 pairs at once. You're set for a couple years at least. It depends on how much you use them and how soft your hands are. Uh, um, no, but I think that is it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Like always, guys, remember nothing changes if nothing changes. We'll see ya.